Betfred League Cup quarter-final McDiarmid Park, Perth Wednesday, September 26, 2018. ST Johnstone, 0 Celtic, 1 Griffiths 83. LEIGH Griffiths was the difference again as Celtic returned to winning ways tonight at McDiarmid Park to progress to the semi-final of the League Cup. There were 6 changes to the Celtic side which lost at Rugby Park last Sunday. Kristoffer Ajer returned to partner Dedryck Boyata in central defence, while Olivier Ntcham was back in the team following his one-game suspension. Callum McGregor, James Forrest and Odsonne Edouard also came back into the starting 11. And Scott Bain made his second start of the season, having played against Partick Thistle in the previous round of the League Cup. It was the Hoops who threatened first in the 8th minute. Forrest found himself in plenty of space down the right, but his accurate pass to Ntcham resulted in a shot that was blocked by the Saints' defense. The next real chance of the match fell to the hosts 10 minutes later as David Wotherspoon teed up Liam Craig from a set piece, but the attackers' curling effort was easily held by Bain, as the champions dominated possession in the opening half an hour. Griffiths had a huge chance to open the scoring on the half-hour mark. He was found at the back post by Edouard, but his header from close range was saved by Zander Clark. Brendan Rodgers was forced into an early substitution moments later as Ajer was forced off with an injury, to be replaced by Jack Hendry. Then, on the stroke of half-time, the biggest chance of the half came Celtic's way. McGregor was put clear through on goal following a perfectly weighted pass from Ntcham, but the Hoops midfielder dragged his shot narrowly wide. Celtic played with real intent from the restart and created a number of opportunities in the first 10 minutes of the second half. McGregor and Ntcham in the middle of the park worked together to produce 2 attacks in quick succession, but Clark did well to tip the shots around the post in both occasions. Searching for the opening goal of the night, the Hoops began to crank through the gears. Boyata headed just over the bar from a corner in the 52nd minute, and 2 minutes later Griffiths raced through on goal before striking wide from an angle. At the other end, Bain had to be alert to deny Blair Alston on the counterattack. But from a Celtic breakaway, McGregor was stopped again in tremendous fashion. The midfielder picked up the ball outside the area and his effort looked goal-bound if it wasn't for the heroics of the Saints stopper. Just after the 70th minute mark, Griffiths had another massive chance to give the Celts the lead. The striker did brilliantly to bring down the ball at the edge of the box on his chest, but the Scotland internationalist couldn't convert. But in the 83rd minute, the Hoops were rewarded for their dominance. Kieran Tierney lofted a cross into Forrest. His powerful header bounced off a Saints defender and was tucked away into the net by Griffiths. The goal stung the Perth side into action, but the Celtic defence diverted any danger away in the final minutes. The night ended on a sour note for the Hoops when they were reduced to 10 men in stoppage time as Dedryck Boyata received a red card for dissent. However, the Hoops on to their lead at McDiarmid Park for a place in the League Cup semi-final, where they'll battle it out with Hearts at Hampden for a spot in the final. St Johnstone, Clark, Foster, Tanser, Shaughnessy, Carr, Callachan, Alston, Craig, Wotherspoon, Wright, Swanson 66, Watt, Kane 46. Subs: Mitchell, Anderson, McMillan, Ntcham, Kennedy. Celtic: Bain, Lustig, Boyata, Ajer 33, Tierney, Brown, Ntcham, McGregor, Ržić 75, Forrest, Edouard, Morgan 65, Griffiths. Subs: Gordon, Sinclair, Christie, Mulembu.